Easiest cheesecake recipe you will ever make. I found this recipe probably over a decade ago and I've been using it ever since. It's so easy, so simple, but really delicious. You do want to make sure your cream cheese and your eggs are at room temperature. So I usually take them out like a couple hours or the morning of when I know I'm going to be making the cheesecake. And Philadelphia is the only way to go when it comes to cheesecake, in my humble opinion. To a large bowl, add 2 8-ounce packages of softened cream cheese. I personally like to beat my cream cheese until it's nice and creamy before I add in any other ingredients. My mixer's broken, I just have one that works, but it does the job just fine. You want your cream cheese to be as creamy as possible. If you have any lumps, those lumps are gonna remain even through baking. This is definitely a key step. Next, I'm gonna add in my sugar. The recipe says 2/3 cup sugar. You can add more or less to your liking. I literally just eyeball it. And I'm gonna beat this once again to mix that in. And add in your eggs one at a time, 3 total. So that's 1, 2, 3. I haven't noticed a difference in adding them one at a time. I just literally add all 3 at once. And I'm gonna beat this until it's incorporated. Don't forget to scrape the sides of your bowl to make sure you're getting all of the batter nice and incorporated. I'm gonna use that word a lot. Do we see how creamy that is? That's kind of what we want. The stiffer your cream cheese is, the less liquidy it's gonna be. I don't like my cream cheese to be too soft either when I'm starting. And then the last step is just adding in a little bit of vanilla extract. And I personally like to add some lemon. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon zest and then squeeze some lemon in. Let me add in a little bit more sugar just to kind of balance that out. I actually feel like I could add maybe a little bit more sugar. Okay, that's perfect. I already have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna pour the batter into a pre-made pie crust. Bonus points if you make your own. I have made my own before, but to make your life easier, just use one that's already pre-made. This is going to be to the tippy top, but don't worry. Something that I started doing is taking a sheet pan like this, adding some water to it, and then placing the cheesecake on top. This way it kind of prevents the cheesecake from cracking, a water bath if you will. And I personally like to bake mine center rack for about 40 minutes. It will vary depending on your oven. You do want to take it out when it's a little bit jiggly. Look at this beauty. She is all done. I would recommend letting it cool down completely before adding your topping, but we want to dig right in. I made my own cherry pie filling because we didn't have any canned, and it's very easy to make. I used frozen cherries and just found a recipe on Pinterest. It doesn't look that cute, but I promise it is so delicious. The cheesecake has been sitting in the fridge for about an hour or so, so it's pretty cooled down. Let me show you how soft and fluffy it is. Look at that. Just from those simple ingredients and those simple steps, you get this amazing cheesecake. This recipe has not failed me within the past 10 years. The creaminess in this cheesecake is just next level. Try this out and let me know what you guys think.